I think the number one thing that Call of Duty needs, it needs to go back to basic, simple times, and it needs to go back to map design. I think if they can make map design the priority, everything would start flowing a lot better.
Like if you look at all the classic games, you were like excited to spawn in on Scrapyard. Let's just use Infinity War maps, or Shipment. You were excited to spawn in on Terminal. Like those classic maps, like this game doesn't have those classic just, yo, we're gonna get on and play Ramaza today. No, you don't have that.
People's community comments are just so idiotic in a way when we complain about a new game. It's like, oh, just adapt. Like we've been adapting every year. There's a new Call of Duty every year with a different developer, different game, different maps, you know, so we always adapt.
Mostly the way it worked for Call of Duty is like the game changed, everything changed, but there was a lot of things that you would take and apply from the years that you've played COD and it would work game to game. But in this game specifically, with the way some of the spawns are designed right now and some of the footsteps and stuff like that, a lot of things that we have made second nature and what we expect and make those reads in the game in intense moments are actually not correct.
Very controversial game. I think it was mostly made for the casual audience, but how do you make it so the players can make the game as competitive as possible along with the developers without pissing too many of the casual players off? You have to find a proper middle ground for that. And it can be very hard to achieve because a lot of people are going to agree on things and more people are going to disagree on things.
I don't understand how you can only drop 5 maps at a launch and make yourself diversify into 2v2 gunfight and ground war and realism and campaign. You have to have a clear, conscious goal of what you're doing when you're making a video game. And if you have 3 years and all the resources to back it, you can't come out with 5 maps. So I'm a big fan of them bringing more classic maps in because these are the maps that I've loved and I'll always love for the rest of my life.
Hopefully we get some of those changes that we want sooner rather than later because it's such a short life cycle of the game and we could have a great, amazing year.
I'm preparing like we're stuck with what we got. At the end of the day, I love competing. That's my favorite thing to do. I don't know if the developers want to take it in a direction that most of the players think it should go, but it has potential. And as long as the game has potential with the right decisions or with people at the top make the right decisions, it will be in a good spot. But I definitely think there's a lot of key changes we need to make as a scene, and we need to band together to help make those changes.